You want another hit? That's what he said, baton still warm from the last swing, slamming it down on the steel table like he was trying to shatter silence itself. The woman across from him didn't flinch, didn't even blink. Just sat there, bloody collar, busted lip, red blazer wrinkled like it had seen war. And she had, just not the kind Sergeant Cody Brown thought. See? Cody was the kind of guy who thought the badge gave him power, not responsibility. Thought the camera light off in the corner gave him permission to let loose. Thought he was dealing with just another suspect black. No ID. Disrespectful. Whatever that means to men like him. He didn't read her rights. Didn't follow protocol. He leaned in, sneering, chewing gum like a teenager, spitting questions like bullets. And the woman, well, she just sat there, posture calm, eyes fixed not on him, but on the back wall, where the fluorescent light made a soft rectangle of glow, like she wasn't even in that room, like she was watching it all from somewhere far beyond his reach. "You think you're testing me?" he barked again, louder this time, closer to her face now, impersonating a superior officer. "What's the play here?" "Huh." He yanked at her sleeve, looking for a name tag that wasn't there, a badge that hadn't been shown. Yet. What he didn't know, what none of them knew, was that she wasn't pretending to be someone important. She was someone important. In fact, she was the highest-ranking officer in the state's entire force. But see, she didn't walk in flashing it. She waited. Waited for them to reveal who they really were when they thought no one was watching. The moment came quiet. She looked straight at Cody, voice level. Soft. Almost too soft to hear. "I think I'm the only one here who isn't pretending." And right then, something cracked. Cody stepped back like she'd slapped him. His face went pale. His posture stuttered. And then he noticed the edge of a badge peeking from beneath her blazer, still covered in dried blood. Yeah, but unmistakable. He grabbed the leather case like it might bite him and flipped it open with shaking fingers. Inside, the seal of the chief of police. Her name, Elena Cruz. Appointed less than a week ago. Confirmed at the state level. And Sergeant Cody Brownwell. He'd just laid hands on her, cuffed her, bruised her, mocked her. All caught on silent camera feed that had been rolling, just routed to a different server. Yeah, that happened. Then came the voice from her phone. Calm and clipped. "Madam Chief. Does the current situation require state-level intervention?" Cody's eyes bulged. She didn't even look at him, just replied, "No need. I have a few more minutes here." The door opened behind her Lieutenant Henry Masters, admin branch. Usually never leaves his desk, stormed in. Sweat-soaked. Face flushed like he'd sprinted from another building. His eyes darted from Cody to the chief, then back. And you could practically see the moment it clicked. He didn't speak. Didn't have to. Cody tried to regain posture. But it was like trying to glue a broken mirror. Nothing fit anymore. She stood, slow and steady. The cuffs still digging into her wrists unlocked now, but the bruises, still fresh, still visible, still undeniable. She looked at the wall behind Cody, not him, never him, and said, "The real question isn't who's in charge here. It's who still thinks they're allowed to be." And then she left. The fallout immediate. Cody Brown was suspended that afternoon. No press release, no press conference. Just a quiet memo sent down the chain, pending disciplinary review. But what followed, that's where the real shift happened. See? Her silence cracked open, something deeper. Folks started showing up. Quiet people, nurses, teachers, a minister, a journalist, a mother who lost her son in a routine stop. They didn't come to protest. They brought old files, photos, statements, things long buried now, blinking in the light. And she didn't give speeches, didn't declare war on the department. She just asked questions. Do you remember this? Does this sound like justice to you? One old man sent a letter, no return address. Inside was a 5-page confession. I never beat anyone, but I let it happen. I turned away. She read it, carefully, slowly, and instead of charging him, she sent one line back. Do you want to do something before you close your eyes for good? A week later, he was in a training class, telling cadets how not to become the kind of cop he once was. That's what she did. She didn't demand change, she showed what it looked like, at roll call. She rewrote the poster in the hallway. We serve and protect everyone. Underlined in red. No speeches, just truth. Some rolled their eyes, but others, they paused. A young officer told her, I saw that sign, and I remembered the time I ignored a homeless vet outside the station. It made me think I never listened. And then, maybe the most powerful moment came from a drawing, just a sketch, left anonymously on her desk, a park bench, empty, and written underneath, the person sitting here listened to me when I was silent. That hit harder than any report ever could. Her final act, she didn't hold a press event, didn't demand a medal. She walked to the bulletin board, took down an old training flyer, flipped it over, and wrote, Before you react, ask who taught you to see danger instead of a person, and walked away. No spotlight. Just a mirror so that maybe, one day, someone else will see more than just their reflection. They'll see the responsibility that comes with it. So now, I gotta ask you, if you had been in that room, watching someone get beaten, mocked, dismissed, would you have spoken up? Or would you have told yourself it wasn't your place? Because, here's the truth. Silence used to be a shield. Now it's a choice. And choices, they come with consequences.